What's up guys, Amanda right here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be continuing with the Evo 8. We have a new shifter that we're going to be installing today. This is a lockout shifter. We use it for the dog box, makes it a lot easier. It's as close to sequential as you can get. And we also have the Hollinger Engineering shift knob. So this has a sensor in that, so we can use it for clutchless upshifting. So it's going to make life so much easier. So we're going to go ahead and start installing this first by tearing out the insides of the Evo. So we are just going to shimmy in there. It's still on the lift. We are waiting to finish everything to put the dog box in, which we have under here. We're just waiting on the other part of the transfer case to come back from Axiom. We did have to take part of it apart to get one piece welded and fixed, but that should be back very soon. And once we get that back, we can start installing everything back into the car. So let's go ahead and get the shift knob and everything installed. Alrighty guys, so we're inside the Evo. We're gonna start removing the inside of this whole area right here. And it should just be, I believe, a couple screws on the inside of here. We got those two, and then this whole back piece will pop off. And then we have to take all this stuff off, which I'll show you as I go. So we'll just take out those two screws first, and we'll pop all this off.
Probably just leave them in there.
Yeah. Alright, so once you get those two screws completely out, this whole thing should just come right off. And then, ooh, I can't do it one-handed. So, there it goes. So that's part one of the install. Second part is taking all this stuff off, which is actually pretty easy. This AEM just comes right off because it's magnetic, so that's pretty cool. This just comes right out. And then we have to figure out how to take this off, which I think there's two screws right here. I'm not sure what else there is. In that black hole down there that you can't see anything, there is a screw. So you have to get that screw out. I feel like it's connected somewhere. Alright, so there is a connector you have to take off right here. Which, I'm really bad at these. Right. And we're just gonna shove this into the back seats. Alright, and there we got a dusty old shifter. And now we start the disassembly of this so we can install the new one. Yay! Alright guys, so first things that we're going to do with this whole shifter knob situation is we got to take this little part off the bottom, just this white piece. There's two little pins that come from the cable, and you just basically have to move them off to the side. Ow. Stop moving on me. I think you have to move them simultaneously.
Yeah.
That's annoying. Can you stop the shifter from moving, please? Thank you. Why did you do that? Tough. Okay. So that comes off. Then you're stuck with a little white ball. That can stay on there for now, but we are going to have to move that onto the new shifter. So then we're going to take out these two bolts here. And we have to just take off the cotter pin right here. And then everything else should come right off. Okay. Alright, so cotter pin's out. And that should come right off, just like that. Perfect. Alright, so now, finally, the two screws up top. So one is a 12 and one is a 10. Alright, so that comes right out. Alright, so this little rubber piece flew off of this right here. Don't lose that because you need that. So we're going to put it so we're safe, probably with the rest of the bolts.
And then we should be able to just...
Alrighty, so now we're at this point. This just comes right off. just kidding. The whole thing comes off. We're not reusing this part, this top part, because the other one has it kind of built in. So you can have that. But we need the white things off of that. Alright guys, so we've got the balls on the new, it was a pain in the butt getting them off, just so you know. We had to use 2 flatheads and kind of pray we didn't break it. We did put a little bit of high duty grease on here. The other one had a lot of grease on there, so we wanted to put some on there. So now we're going to go ahead and start putting it on. This goes down. I just want to make sure that this goes the right way.
Okay.
Alright, so it just kind of sits there. I'm going to reposition myself so you guys can see better. So now you guys can see, and now we just push this down into the little spots. Alright, so that's it right there. Super, super, super awesome.
Alright, so...
Cool thing about this thing, guys, is this pin that you see right here. If the pin is in, that means it's like free-for-all. But when the pin is out, it can only go one way. So it's still H pattern. But it won't let you accidentally go into first again after you shift. So it's kind of cool. Got it. Beautiful.
3.
So we do have to tighten this back one to put everything else back together, just because we have to align the front with this. All right, guys. So to put this back on, you kind of have to like finagle it. It's a pain in the butt. Oh, you piece of crap. All right. All right. So you want that one to be on top, which I figured out the hard way. Slide it on. Ow. Just like that, I think. Yeah. Alright, so once you get it to there, then we put the bolt in. Alright. So now it's all in. You can kind of check to see if it works. Alrighty, so now that we've got this tightened, we're going to go ahead and attach this down here. You just want to make sure that you do it the same way you took it off. So it would be this way. And then you put the little cotter pin back in. Ow. Alright, cotter pin's in. So you should be able to just push that, put the ball right inside and push it up. Just like that. Beautiful. Now it all should basically move freely. Alright, so we've tightened everything and we put everything back together. So this is the final product without the knob, of course, which is going to be last. So the cool thing about this, when the pin is in, like I said, it has free range to do whatever. So, you know, you can go first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse. But when the pin is out, that's when all the real fun is. Alright guys, so now that we have the pin out, this is essentially neutral area. So this is first. And then to go to second, you have to just pull it back. And it won't let you go back into first. So when I push it forward, it goes right into third. There's nothing you can do. I can't go back into first unless I pull this up and come back over. So now I'm in first, second, third, back into fourth. It won't let me go back into second unless I pull this up. And then by that time, you're not going to be needing to go into fifth because it won't let you go into fifth. It'll push you back into third. But by that time, you're going to be basically needing to go into neutral, which at that point you can pull it back up and put it back into first. So all through the gears again, first, second, third, and fourth. It's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. So putting the pin back in, and again, once the pin's back in, you've got free range to do whatever you need to do.
For the street.
For the street, yep. For street racing or whatever you want to do. If you want to go out to Mexico and do fun stuff, you can do that. So we're going to put everything back together, and then we'll show you the shift knob. And we're not going to hook up the sensor today, just because we don't have everything we need to hook up the sensor. So we're going to go ahead and put everything back together now. Okay. Alright guys, so this is what the fit looks like. Super cool. Most people are keeping this ring on. You can take it off, but I wouldn't recommend it. This is what everybody seems to be running. The guy who designed this runs it just like this. So looks pretty good. And now we have to put the shift knob on, which we have a string gauge shift knob for clutchless upshifting and downshifting, I assume, probably, but Hollinger Engineering came up with this, and it's got the sensor on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. And that is what she's going to look like with the shift knob on there. Boom. Pretty gorgeous looking. The sensor we're going to have to route down and through to the glove box because that's where the ECU is. So we don't have the pin set up for the other side of this sensor. So we just have to do that still on the ECU, which is super easy. We just haven't done it yet. So this is the final fit for the Evo 8. This is just a stepping stone. We still have to finish the dog box, obviously. But again, we're waiting for the transfer case. So hopefully we'll get that back soon. So that's it for today, guys. Hopefully we'll be able to get the Evo back up and running very soon. Until then, I'll see you next time.